Alright, back again with yet another ChatGPT tier list. However, this one's a little bit different. Today I have asked ChatGPT to give me 15 possible Dead by Daylight chapters, and we're going to be ranking them from S to F tier. Alright, and here are all the chapters that ChatGPT has given us, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting off, we got the Alien DLC. This is already in Dead by Daylight here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in S tier, just because it actually is a very nice DLC. It's quite good. We got the Alien, we got even Ellen Ripley as well as the Survivor, plus a map. Pretty solid chapter if you ask me. Next up, we got Vecna. Now technically we already got Vecna also as the Lich from Stranger Things, or I kind of guess from like Dungeons and Dragons, so we kind of already have this guy. I guess A tier is where he's going to go. Moving on, we got the FNAF chapter. Now this chapter is already coming out in Dead by Daylight next week. Actually not next week, in the upcoming weeks, on the 17th of June I think. To be honest, I already tried this chapter out in the PTB. We got Springtrap as the killer, we got the pizzeria place as the new map. Sadly, no new survivor, but that's okay. All around, I do quite like this chapter. To be honest, I expected a little bit more, but that's not too bad. It's actually a pretty nice chapter either way. So I guess S tier is where this is going to go. Next up, we got the Jean Jacket UFO entity. Now, according to ChatGPT, the power would be Skybound Predator, which I guess can hover above the map, scanning for survivors, drops onto one location for high speed, abduct, and drop. Realistically, would actually be quite a cool power to add. It won't be bad. I feel like it would be a little bit busted in some ways, so I think the devs will need to change it up a little bit, but honestly, not a bad chapter. I guess I will put this guy up there in B tier, because it's not the best, but it's not the worst chapter at all. Next up, we got the It chapter. We got Pennywise as the killer. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be Form of Fear. His power would be can shapeshift into hallucinations specific to each survivor, disrupting skill checks and vault timings. That would actually be quite a unique power, and actually one of the best powers that would be in the game itself. Honestly, I think a lot of people would expect Pennywise to come into Dead by Daylight at some point on time. I think maybe since the devs managed to get FNAF, they managed to get Michael Myers, they managed to get a lot of licensed chapters into DBD. I think Pennywise would be, I guess, one of them, actually one of the most potential ones to be implemented in the game. So all of those, not bad. I'm actually going to put this guy up there in S tier next to Alien and FNAF. Next up, we got the Possessed Peter. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be Invocation. I guess similar to one of Sable's teachables. Summons cult effigies that causes terror radius to grow, can possess a survivor briefly to mislead others. Okay, I mean, all around, not too bad. Power is definitely one on the unique side of things. I think it would be a little bit more powerful, I guess, compared to some other killer's power, like for example the Vecna one or the UFO one, but I think it won't be as powerful as like a Pennywise's power or something like that. So I guess I will put this guy next to Vecna in A tier. Next up, we got the Other Mother. Now, according to ChatGPT, her power would be Otherworld Fabrication, which basically means you're able to place fake pallets and windows, can spy through button-eyed dolls to track survivors. So I guess it can be similar to Singularity with his pods here. He can I guess spy through his pods and stuff, and I guess Freddy as well, where he can place fake pallets. Not too bad. Don't really know how the fake windows would work, to be honest, but that's actually quite a cool thing to add. All around, not too bad. I'm actually going to put her up there in B tier, just because I don't really feel like she's gonna be as nice as people in A tier or even S tier for that matter. Next up, we got the Lipstick Face Demon. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be the Further. He can drag his survivors into Dark Realm where skill checks are harder and aura reading is disabled. Alright, not too bad. So I guess it's similar to the Dredge, I guess, in a way, but a little bit like his own dimensions. Well, it's not too bad. It's actually quite a cool ability there. I honestly feel like, though, compared to some other killers that I even put like in B tier or even A tier or something like that, I think that would do a little bit better. However, this guy, to have his own realm, not really sure the devs would go for that. I feel like the devs would say it's a little too much work, but it would be a fun power to add. So I guess I won't put him in F tier. C tier is where he is going to go. Next up, we got the Death Angel from the Quiet Place film. Now, according to ChatGPT, their power would be Echolate, which blind to visuals but can track sounds, gains temporary speed boosts when loud noises are triggered. Not bad at all. Actually, it's quite a cool power to add. Not sure how you would play against it as Survivor. I think if you, I guess, run for a long period of time, maybe you'll be able to get like the killer will get a notification or something like that, since technically he won't be able to see visuals but can only track sounds. So I guess when he's using his power, I guess he can like get a notification to where you are, or I guess like see you for a little bit. That's honestly quite cool. Quite like his powers. Actually would be very unique. So I guess A tier is where this guy is going to go. Next up, we got Go-To. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be Morph Strike, which basically means he will be able to switch arm forms for different effects: Blade, Injure, Whip, Blind, Shield, Block attacks, and rotate forms on cooldown. So I'm not really sure what that's supposed to do. So I guess it could be like the current Vector that we have right now, okay, the Lich, who have multiple different abilities. For his Blade, I guess he can injure survivors with them, and for the Whip, I guess bind the survivors to him or to something. I guess to bind them to the whip, I guess. And for the shield, I'm not exactly sure what it means by block attacks. Maybe, I guess, if you have your shield, you'll be immune to flashlight saves or pallet stuns. Would be a little bit of a broken thing against, I guess, in a normal round. But not too bad, Quite a unique state of power there. So I guess A tier is where this guy is going to go. Next up, we got Femto. Now, according to ChatGPT, this guy's power would be Eclipse. Phases between real world and astral realm can pull survivors into a nightmare state where pallets and healing are disabled. Okay, so I guess it's similar to Freddy here in a way, I guess into a nightmare state, but the only difference is that the pallets and you can't be able to heal as well would be disabled. It's alright, I guess, not too bad. It's literally just a better version of Freddy, I guess you could say, but all around not too bad. However, it's not going to be as powerful as some of the other ones that I have put in S tier or A tier for that matter. So B tier is where this guy is going to go. Moving on, we got Frank the Rabbit. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be Tangent Timeline, which will be able to create alternative realities where survivors see false generators or hear fake radius. Time loops can reset chases. So I guess he could be, again, similar to Dredge and Freddy, where he can create like his own reality, but this time he will be able to create like, I guess, duplicate gens or okay. That would actually be quite cool. I'm quite curious to see how the time loops would actually be if the devs actually do this. Probably not. I think the devs would probably do a much better and a much different power than this. But all around, actually not too bad. Time loops, I guess it could happen like at a short duration, like maybe every 2 minutes of them being in reality. Would be quite cool. I guess I will put this guy up there in A tier. Next up, we got the Gun Devil from Chainsaw Man. Now, according to ChatGPT, his power would be Ballistic Terror. Fires psychic bullets through walls. Most survivors suffer exposed status effect after being hit twice. All around, actually quite a guy's power here. It fits the character up to a T. I have watched Chainsaw Man and I absolutely love it. One of my favorite animes to ever live. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in S tier. I feel like the devs could do so much more with this guy as well. Next up, we got the Nun. Now, according to ChatGPT, this guy's power would be Unholy Aura. Manipulates light and darkness, can suppress survivors' perks in cursed areas, and teleport between altars. So I guess it's gonna be similar, I guess, Springtrap, where instead of doors, you're gonna be teleported to altars. Not too bad, I guess. Not sure what ChatGPT means by suppressing survivors' perks in cursed areas. Maybe, I guess, there's gonna be like random locations of the map, which I guess gets cursed over time. Could actually be quite a unique power there. It's actually not too bad. So I guess A tier is where he's going to go. Next up, we got the narrator from the Twilight Zone. Not really sure why ChatGPT would recommend me this guy, but according to him, his power would be Reality Twist. Randomly changes map elements, palettes, gens, hooks every few minutes. Survivors can't really trust what they see. Not really sure how this power would work, to be quite frankly honest. I feel like this would be a little bit too busted in a lot of ways. So I highly doubt that this would do anything like this. I feel like everyone would complain as well. I think even me, I think doing something like this would be a little bit annoying. So I guess I will put this guy up there in F tier. But anyways, that has been my ChatGPT tier list of 15 possible Dead by Daylight chapters. All around, I do agree with some of the chapters that will come to Dead by Daylight, such as like the It chapter or even the Gun Devil. Honestly, it would be quite cool, especially even so the Death Angel. Honestly, would be quite cool chapters to see in Dead by Daylight. But anyways, as I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.